Hello, everyone. RBG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Final Fantasy 16. In the previous video, we met Mid, the daughter of Sid, which I don't think is his actual blood daughter. I feel like it's a whole war orphan type thing that Sid found and everything, but basically raised her as his own, of course. And what really helps with that was when we talked to Crone about Mid, so that was very nice. But yeah. And a lot of stuff happened too. We did some side quests. We learned about the removing of the bear's mark, how that mark is made with poisonous ink.
Mid's finished outfitting her.
So yeah, it's very interesting. So that's cool. I like that we learned that because of that side quest, which is quite an easy side quest. It's in the infirmary there. If you guys didn't watch the previous video for whatever strange reason. Oh yeah, and then our uncle showed up, basically told us, hey, Kupka's probably back at Drake's Fane. It's hideaway, so we're probably going to go after him. So let's talk to Otto first.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't rest.
But that might result in me destroying the Mother Crystal.
I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right. Uncle Byron.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
No Jill. Oh, I guess we're not going there just right away. We gotta go walking our way there. The Velcroy Desert. A vast, arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dalmatia since the time immemorial. Well, I'm okay with that. We end up doing some, the Dalmanic Republic. And nothing new. Got it.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Beds.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. Titan's Wake. The Steps of the Forgotten.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Hell Driver. lose.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Aww. Oh, hello. Howdy, howdy. Iguana!
Who do you think those soldiers
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes.
Look at Chocobo's feet.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Dalamil
Do you
Inn.
know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Quick drink from what? Oh, oh, I guess you mean at the inn. Okay, yeah, that's what you meant. The chocobo.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their son.
Our Waluda friends. Ah, the Dalman Inn. A literal oasis in the Velcroy, a desert in the western part of Dalmacia. Dalamil offers goods, foods, and respite for those travelers who endure the long march through Stellarine sands. In particular, the hot spring baths, fed from nearby waters, will not only ease the pains of the road, but are also rumored to cure all manner of ills, from boils and bubbles to the various afflictions of the groin, many of which are like to be contracted at one Delman's many brothels. Of course.
Sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Waluda.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
And I.
Go!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Oh ho 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 ho! I know you. Joshua's here.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Oh, that's probably what they mean by the dog of treachery that we learned in the last part is with this. Is whatever he learns from Joshua.
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Jote? Is that the first time? No, no, no. She's had a name before, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, is she going to see Clive and be like, oh, shit. I like this. This is an awesome, like, this is an awesome, like, like a wandering camera or whatever the proper term is.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
They keep watch, like, the focal point. Like, you keep the focal point was first the maid, was her, and then it was to the attendant, and then back down to the maid, and now it's these guys. So I like that.
Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
Nice.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Gladly. I like the uncle.
Take him.
Try it. Nice try.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Stay down. Oh, I love Clive's voice actor so much. It's so fucking good. Sorry for the mess.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Yes.
Now's our chance. Your Grace.
I'm fine.
Why can they not? I mean, obviously, I think it somewhat makes sense now why Clive and Joshua shouldn't meet up, is considering Ultima is being held prisoner inside Joshua's body. But at the same time, why? Why are you keeping the brothers separate? Oh, wait, though.
Clive?
Yep. Carrots weren't eaten.
What is it now?
Joshua doesn't like carrots.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
It's been a while since
When
I
did you
pet
get
you,
so
buddy.
big?
Oh, good pupper.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
We?
By guile, then.
Well.
Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her?
The Desert Hare. An old ally of Sid's who fell out of the contract with the Resistance after his death. The Desert Hare spoke with Sid and Sid alone, leaving the other members of only the Hideaway a few clues as their true identity. Only the pseudonym, the name Rosena, and the memory that Sid met them in Dalamina.
We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord.
Hunter's arm cloth. Desert rose. Let's buy at least 4 of those.
My thanks.
1,000 tables, orchestra roll.
An excellent choice. Here you are. An excellent choice.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see
Hello.
I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Yeah, well, we shall see. It's probably going to be something that is not at all expecting our expectations.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystals.
Yellow.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Furter knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Okay.
Do you think we can
Waterloo.
trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
It's over.
I forgot what Titans you have to hold down the button. Which is one of the reasons why I actually really do like Titans stuff because of that.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots!
Plates and pots!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here.
Once you go flat.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience.
I mean,
wrong I was.
you could still be wrong,
It
all
was
right?
an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
Sid the Second. Lubor. Forge Master of the Briar's Kiss, the finest smithy in Dalmina. Lubor is also the Desert Hare, an ally of Sid's who once went by the name Rosanna Dalmina.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Information.
Why, trust.
Or
Everyone
that.
knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I hate him.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, kind of an asshole, but we'll see.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
And what do you want?
So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide
He's
our
playing with
forces,
you.
Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals. Yeah, I'm saying this right now. I'm not a big fan of this asshole.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Well, that's what thieves usually do. They don't really share what they pilfered.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mothercrystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Okay.
Light meat and dark. Fresh from the grill.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics!
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Yeah,
What do you
sorry
want?
about that.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you.
But
I'll go and fetch him. Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
what are you doing, Uncle?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Of course. I have a feeling it's gonna turn sour. Because of course it is.
What was all that crashing about?
I'm sorry, I still think about like when we were talking to the innkeeper. He's like, the person who broke all our furniture. What do you want? It's funny. The dialogue in this game has been good. I will admit that. The dialogue has been great in this game. I mean, the whole game as a whole has been great, so I can't really complain about that too much, if at all.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, I like the dust on the boots. That's a nice touch.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mothercrystals' bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
They're in cahoots!
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs.
They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
God damn it.
Too slow. Not over yet, Uncle.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Stay down.
Oh, I'm juggling them with my fireball. I was like, what the fuck's going on with that dude? Well, I guess I learned my answer.
To me, boy.
Oh, what a shame we gotta kill the black chest bros.
You lose.
You lose. Well, what do we do with it?
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
Degenerates.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
Is a Clive?
I suppose it could have been worse.
Shut up.
Well, Clive.
This my name
you
doesn't
held
sound
up
like a
your end of the
lube.
bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
You obtained the desert rose from Lubar.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
No.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
I still don't like him. He's kind of an asshole. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like...
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
I do somewhat like him. I was like, this guy's an asshole, but he's lovable. He's just an asshole.
My pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Follow the crystals. Nothing worth mentioning. Ah, well, you have a side quest for us, and there's another side quest for us. All right, what's up?
You wish to talk? I'm honored.
Ask about Lubert.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
What? You didn't think Rosanne Dalmin was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I heard it from her along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work, making blades through instead of trouble. She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I kept her forge live, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalaman. Indeed, I thought my obligations to Renz and Derek to be my most pressing concern. That was until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters. Still, I suppose there's enough of me to go around. But do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis, with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, there have been gatherings in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who worked Drake's vein and the soldiers who guard it. And serving them they did, laying their coffers far from prying eyes and gasping fingers of the Republican ex-men. Not that edicts from Randala carry much weight in these parts. Dalimil has been long something of the law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Till Kupka built that castle at his and the heart of the Mothercrystal. That has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liable with their coin, they are anything but in their exercising their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute. So you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessor chief among them.
How very fitting.
The noble soldiers Dalmaka and Walud, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalman will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many of them been driven out almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you have done for them. If, of course, I had any idea what you had done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the people of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitations. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, we must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins, and put an end to the people's thoughtlessness dependence upon them. Do try not to disappoint me.
Best of luck.
Oh, I thought you had a quest for me. No, it was just the...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
It's inside here, though. Oh my god, let me do the thing.
I've never even forged.
What's up?
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could try to give you a hand.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Okay, that's
Trust
one.
Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of...
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
Yellow.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Makes sense. Wasn't the other person also? Oh.
It would make
My carpets have pride of place in Dasbog. You too can live like a lord.
Oh, that's just showing me the next quest. Oh, the other quest. Which I might as well pick up on here.
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
All right, I said. Hot water. Boy, are we in it.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the...
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
We should get going soon.
We'll do that first, but we will do that, but let's continue here first.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove.
Yeah, I think I've seen
No
that.
nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Is it a good plan? I don't know. It's a plan, though.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on.
Don't tell me to put down your roots. I think the reason for the water is because of those bombs over there.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Bath bomb.
The frying pan.
Hold faithful. Ow.
Come on. That's better. Nice try. You're finished.
You're finished. That was a lot of bombs.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Man, seeing like this kind of like landmass or land architect, I don't know how. I know landmass. Landmass just doesn't seem like the right word, but like just seeing this way of the land right here, I don't know. There's just something calming about it in a way. Just see like this natural like spring type thing, spring waters and all that stuff. Granted, the dude said follow the scent of sulfur, and yeah, it will be it probably smells bad because sulfur does not smell that great. Spoiler alert, if you guys have never if you guys don't know what sulfur smells like, it basically smells like rotten eggs, which does not smell great at all. So, although it's a very strong smell, so just letting y'all know, it's a very strong, pungent smell. It's not really good.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Sweet incense. What's candle?
Sweet incense. Hello.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Well, lucky you. Some good experience, some good ability. The Breath of Inferno Ignition. And, ooh, a Scarletite, sweet. I needed that for one of my crafting things. So that is definitely a good reward. And, of course, all the other stuff I got from it, too, was very well needed. I like doing the side quests of this game. This game's fun. I like the side quests. I like everything about this game. It's fun. The dialogue is good. The characters are good. If it could be a little tad difficult, that'd be great. Granted, I think a new difficulty unlocks when you beat the game, but still.
But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
All the way out there, okay. Carving out a niche. I love watching my uncle run like that. Look at him. Oh.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell!
Bloody hell!
That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine.
Yeah, I can get that.
Abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Oh. It's literally all the way, basically, where... Yeah, okay. Well, it's just a little bit outside of town, or close to it, so... I can handle it. No, yeah, I really like everything about this game. Like I said, the characters, voice acting is great. Obviously, the action, the side quests, the gameplay is really top notch. I like it all. Yeah, I really do like it. I am actually curious though, like, so God, when did Final Fantasy 15 come out? I think it came out in 2012, 13, 14. Or was it 2015?
Hanging lanterns.
I honestly can't remember. I just know obviously there's been some time between this one.
We should get going.
I know there's a lot of time between Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 16. I'm just curious if that time's going to be shorter, or about the same, or even longer. Oh, let's see, like that right there. Like, that's beautiful right there. Like, that's just beautiful.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
There's one thing I wish you could just go a little bit faster. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's not like 14 where, you know, you have that sprint button and everything. By the way, I really need to get back into 14. Well, I recorded a few more parts of 16 here. But, yeah. I also do want to get back into 15, if I'm being completely honest. I would like to play through do a little bit of playing Final Fantasy 15 every now and then, too. I think that'd be nice.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
A brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalma. When dried and milled in the fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Nice.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people
Honestly,
of Dalamil?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of wish he would do what like whenever you have the masters of the hand or whatever craft thing that is in 14. Whenever you like present your thing to the guild master, they like hold their hands out and like just look around to inspect the item. I would love if he did that animation. That'd been hilarious.
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you.
Yay.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook,
there you
light
go.
as a feather.
Gotta know your customer, like you said.
I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Know your customer, just like he said. Smart man.
Master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Pass your test.
All right.
That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
But what am I? Am I a butcher? Am I a hunter? Am I a cook? Am I that other person he said before he said nobleman? Alrighty. Let's make our way to Drake's Fang.
The most fragrant herbs and
'Cause I'm 100% certain as soon as I probably get either close to the story marker or not close to the story marker, as soon as I get to that story marker, I'm sure I'll be kicked to the world map and being like, oh, hey, here's the world map. And then, like, there's your thing to, like, continue on to, like, the battle stage, basically, is what I'm saying.
Come on, girl.
And that's what's most likely going to happen. We are most likely for sure going to get we are for sure going to get at least a 3rd limit breaker bar. And we probably will get at least a 4th one too, now that I think about it. So we'll probably get at least 4 limit break bars. At least. So.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, it's a blocked road. The jaw.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
You be careful too, doing whatever it is you're doing.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right. and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
Aww.
Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Aw, your puppy. All right.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
I'm coming for you, Kupka. I'm coming to kick your ass, Kupka. Yep, see? I was right. I was right. Okay. Let's just head back to the hideaway for a little bit before I end things here. Another notorious mark. Oh, and a letter.
The little ones have been up to their old...
Yeah, new missive. That's what I meant by letter. Well, let's see. Let's see all this.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Of course.
Tracking, cross paths, accomplices, allies, best friends.
Very good.
Alright, where's this notorious mark at? It's just a B rank. Among Republican merchants, reports abroad of a caravan being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature, but quite decayed in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only to the desert traders, but to the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip to the Velcroy. Alright. The Velcroy Desert, okay. I'll come back to check out that missive when I'm done. Let's go find this thing. Ah. Well, let's check over here then. Well, I didn't find the thing, but it's right there. I found this thing, okay. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. There we go. Black rock. That's probably a big bomb. Oh no, it's a tortoise. It's an amant horse. That's the Toe clan.
Well, Clive, looks like you're gonna do this one. I'm hurt, Tongo. Get him!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Help me, boy. You're a fine hound.
I can't get the counter on that.
To me, flames!
To me, flames! Oh, ow. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Damn. I feel like I get so close with that, but then... There we go! Boom. $10,000. Damn. Ooh, 2 of those. Definitely need that.
It should have stayed in its shell.
I knew I should have checked up here the first time, but oh well. Alrighty, guys, that is gonna do it for this part of Let's Play. Well, actually, before I wrap it up here, let me buy my potions. Let me, I think there's a few things I can upgrade. I can sell a few things as well.
And what can I do for you?
And what can I do for you?
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or
Yep.
don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do you need?
I think I can make something.
Same fortune, do you?
Yes, I can make this.
Should last you a good while.
Last you a good while. Is there anything I can reinforce that makes sense? Nope.
Anything else?
Awesome. Well, alright guys, like I said, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy 16. And next part, guys, now for sure we will be fighting Kupka again in its Titan form, most likely. I can't wait for that. That's honestly exciting. And we will most likely be destroying our 3rd Mother Crystal. Yay! Destruction, carnage, all that good stuff. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of us now finally going to the southern areas there. A little more of the Dalmekian Republic area. I like it. I can't wait to, like, you know, keep going across all the places we haven't been to yet. And, you know, keep playing this game because this game is fun as hell. I'm loving it a lot, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. As we got a main channel too, that's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, the RBG KimKit Twitter, are in there too. And thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.